What's good, YouTube? Slender Revolution X here. Let me just say, guys, welcome to the new format. And I told anybody that had watched my previous video, don't get caught up on the OCG ban list because there was a little bit of a rumor going around that we might get our own, and here it is. And honestly, I'm pretty hyped about it. This current ban list changes the face of Yu-Gi-Oh! For the first time in a long time. It's one of the most drastic changes we've ever seen. You see, and there are really no more like gimmick plays in the game. It's a really efficient ban list, and it really allows us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. There's no gimmick OTKs, really. I mean, there's nothing that's going to just smash you. Prophecy, Dragon Ruler don't have a lot of power anymore. It's a slower format. It's going to be, you're going to have to really think your plays out, well thought out plays, well thought out moves, well thought out decks. I mean, you're going to see so much amazing stuff this format that we haven't seen in a long, long time. Without further ado, I'm going to get into the ban list. I'll explain everything to you guys, read it off, and let you know my thoughts on the rest of it. So, they banned the baby dragons, which is awesome. Banned Elemental Hero Stratos, which is a little rough for anybody that plays heroes, because now that deck is essentially dead because you don't get that automatic +1. We may see some hero decks, but it's tough without Stratos. It really is. It's tough without Stratos. They banned Shockmaster. Gimmick. Shockmaster is a gimmick. It allows your opponent to not do anything no matter what they do. Like, no matter what they try to do, they can't do anything about it. So I think that's okay. Card Destruction. It's a win more card. In this, they banned a lot of win more cards. They got rid of a lot more win more cards, which is healthy for the game. I know the last video I had a lot of explanations on game health and the game state, and I think this is very, very healthy for this new ban list for the sake of the game. Banned Gateway the 6. Gimmick. You can go off with 6 Sams if you open up Gateway the 6. So we're looking at more of a control style format where you're going to see a lot of control decks out there. And I apologize, guys, for the lack of videos. If you can't tell, I'm so sick right now. My sinuses and everything are killing me. But I really wanted to get this out here. This is some breaking news in the game, and it's something that I really wanted to see, and it's something that I really want to pass on to you. My thoughts, help you guys out in your new deck building things like that, because very few people, I think, are still going to continue running the same deck they did last format, if they're even able to in the first place. Heavy Storm was banned. Win more card. Heavy Storm allows you to go off. Monster Reborn, win more card. Pot of Avarice banned, win more card. Super Rejuve and Spellbook of Judgment, both of those were win more cards. I mean, they didn't win the game themselves, but they allowed a lot more wins than if you had them without. Solemn Judgment, I'm kind of like shocked with that, because I really do like Solemn Judgment. It was a good protection card, and it was, I think, inherently balanced at the fact that you had to pay half your life points to negate one card. So, but nevertheless, it's banned. Okay in my book. And last but not least, to the banned Ultimate Offering. Ultimate Offering was an OTK card in several decks, so I think it was smart to hit that. Limited to ones. Atlantean Dragoons, limiting Mermails before they can even go off again. That's smart. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit. That is the card that literally made 3-Axis do its crazy plays, and they wanted to limit that, I suppose. So, as you can see, it's now limited to 1. Deep Sea Diva. It looks like they were limiting a lot of the inherent +1s, and therefore Diva is one of them. Next, Gen X Ally Birdman. There's that OTK that I talked about in my last video, that they clearly just didn't want in the TCG, so they said nay. They said get out. Rescue Rabbit to 1. That's a rough hit for any Dino Rabbit player anywhere. That deck is essentially tough to run. Now you're just going to have to see Rescue Rabbit splashed into random, like rank 4 Exceeds decks, or just random Exceeds decks. Like, you'll probably still see one in Evil Swarm. So, Thunder King Ryo to 1. I was a little iffy about this due to the fact that Thunder King Ryo just was not in the last format at all. So, maybe it was to encourage people to play more dualities, things like that. I don't know, but we'll see how it turns out. Evagishki Mind Angus. They wanted to stop that ridiculous OTK. Deloran of the Ice Barrier. Sure. Constellar Ptolemy M7. It's a Thunder Charger for Constellars, which are already pretty powerful, so they were like, we're going to try to limit that so you just can't really go off on your opponent. Dimensional Fissure. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's going to encourage players to play zombies. It's just, I think that's just really cool. It's going to, because decks that ran that were inherently good because it stopped your opponent from doing what they want to do. Like I said, that's really what this ban list looked like it aimed out to do. It's become more of a thinking game than a roadmap. Here's what your deck does. This is what you're going to do to win every game. So yeah, you see that banned. See that limited to 1. Gold Sark to 1. Royal Tribute to 1. Win more card, obviously. You could almost say that's an OTK card. Bottomless Trap Hole to 1. Once again, they want to stop your... That's kind of card that stops your opponent from doing what they want to do. Compulsory to 1. Eradicator to 1. Eradicator, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. We all kind of thought that would be on the list, but now we just have confirmation of it. Macrocosmos, same thing as D-Fissure. Soul Drain, good card. And Torrential Tribute. The fact that they even put Torrential Tribute to 2 blew my mind in the first place, but I think it's right back where it needed to be at 1 at this point, so... now, back to 2. Plague Spreader Zombie. They are encouraging the shit out of Synchros right now. Especially with the 2, you got Plague Spreader Zombie and Mizuki now, so you're going to see us uprising in zombie players. TG Striker to 2. Finally, they took TG Striker off the limited to 1 list. That's going to be cool for any TG player that wants to be out there. Fire Formation Tenki to 2. I could see it. I don't think Tenki would ever be really played in 3s, and Dimensional Prison to 2. So there's that, and then now finally Unlimited, Destiny Hero Malicious, encouraging Synchros, Agent of Mystery Earth. Agents are a consistent deck, and this is just making them more consistent. I think that's awesome. Tsukuyomi, we kind of saw that. A Hero Lives. Without the Stratos, that's the only way I can see hero decks becoming relevant. Black Whirlwind to 3. The fact that they just took that from 1 to 3 is awesome. I think I'm going to be playing some Black Wings somewhere down the road. E-Call to 3. You need that in Heroes now that there's no Stratos. Heradic Seal of Convocation. Heretics, it's going to be tough for them to make a comeback because of the fact that there's, a lot of stuff banned. But we'll see if they make a comeback. They do. Pot of Duality, they really, really, really needed this to go to 3 if they were going to ban things like Avarice and things like that, and Super Rejuve and Spellbook of Judgment. That really needed to go to 3. And the last but not least, what we saw, and we kind of all expected, was Scapegoat going to 3, because Goat format was such a thing in the past. That's the list, guys, and honestly, I'm pretty pumped about it. I can say this is the first time in a long time that I'm really, really, really excited to play in this format, and I think I can take this format really seriously and really competitively, and seriously try to get an invite to Nats and do well at Nats and things like that. Because I think I like to think that I think of a game on a more of a thought level rather than a gimmick. Here's spellbooks. Here's Prophecies, Spellbook of Judgment. I go off, go try to do anything. That's why I play the decks I do, because I like to think on a different level. But I'm really excited for this format. I think everybody else should be too. I know that there's a lot of doubters. I know Vexkiss is pretty upset about it. But honestly, I think this is what we deserved as as a collective. We needed some big changes. We really did. And I think this really welcomes new players into the game, and gives them a fighting chance at it. You look at all the power cards that they took out of this game. It's very, very balanced. It's a level field. It's very hard to say what decks are going to top this format with so much going on this format. In this ban list. We're going to see eventually. I think YCS Toronto is going to be a big eye opener. You could see a lot of things up there. You could see Destiny Hero Synchro up there. Things like that. It's crazy. I'm really excited for it. So, Guys, please leave your comments in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I know I sound like I'm dying and I'm on death's doorstep, but nonetheless, a thumbs up would really help me out. And as always, guys, please subscribe to join the revolution today, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.